Hello, welcome Magic lovers. This week's 1v1 commander, going to Guild Ravnica again, got Lazav the Multifarious. As I said, I probably wouldn't be very good at building this deck, so I relied on an expert. This is a 10th place commander challenge deck list. This is by XX Logos XX, who is a prolific competitive 1v1 commander player. I have swiped his Sidisi deck in the past, as well as I'm pretty sure a Get Wrong monster deck as well. So this player is very adept at playing black combo decks, and I really like their style, and this looks like it's all combo all the time. Looking to, there's a couple ways. I mean, obviously you can just reanimate something really good, but also there's obviously the Necrotic Ooze, Phyrexian Devourer, and, where's that guy? Walking Ballistic combo. Or you can just reanimate something, or you can turn Lazav into, you can use Lazav as the reanimate spell. So if you only have one tutor, which there are a ton of tutors in here, but if you only have one, you can use Lazav to become a Necrotic Ooze. So some interesting things about this deck is that there is a Dark Confidant as well as a Gristlebrand in this deck. So that's an interesting combo, as well as like a 10 drop in Jin Cataxius and several other 8 and 9 drops. Seems a little bit dangerous when you've also got other spells that are using your life as a resource. But this deck also has more 1 drops than any aggro deck I've seen in a long time. This is a lot of 1 drops. As well as, a number of 0 drops. And the other interesting thing is there's only 34 lands. But it looks like there's just a ton of ways to filter your draws and discard outlets for reanimating things. It really only needs to, 2 or 3 mana to fully combo off. And, you obviously got Dark Ritual and then some counter spells to protect. Just tons and tons of 1 mana counter spells. Swan Song, Spell Snare, Spell Pierce, Flusterstorm, those kind of things that help protect your combo. Force of Will, obviously, Misdirection. So an interesting deck. I mean, it's kind of cool that black has blue to protect the combo. You lose the tutor on a stick that was Sidisi, but you gain, like I said, an automatic reanimate spell, as well as the color blue, which is a big benefit. So, gonna try it out in some tournament practice rooms and see how it does. But I'm in the Just for Fun room. I think this deck goes against the spirit of the Just for Fun room, but can't find matches in the tournament practice room. So playing against Muldrotha. All right. Probably gonna play the Jace before. I might just play the Jace and then the Liliana. Liliana fuels Jace. I've got some things I can discard fairly safely. Miri's Gale. Does my opponent filter their draws? Don't love that Soul Ring. There's a Devourer I want to get rid of. I should have done this on my own turn, on my end step, third end step. Alright, let's play the Jace. See if it dies. Could just die. They got a Lion's Eye Diamond. So I think that's enough to get Muldrotha running. Although I can Liliana and then force them to sack it. So I guess that's not so bad. That is, what is that, turn 4? Turn 3. Turn 3 Muldrotha. Impressive. With mana left over, they can replay the Lion's Eye Diamond. They can deep freeze my Jace. And they're going to. I know last time I played against this, I misread this. It's permanents only. They can't recast instants and sorceries, and I think I was playing around them using instants and sorceries, and that was incorrect. Alright, so let's black. There we go. Hey, would you like to sacrifice a creature? Not too bad. I guess him to Turok and Fricks and Devour aren't very good anymore. Or Collective Brutality. Unless they keep a card in their hand. Even Liliana's not that great here. I really wanted that Jace to help me discard this Devourer that I don't want. At least this thing costs 8 mana now. Alright, they played their land. Let's Lazav. Yeah, let's put it in the graveyard. It's not exactly what I'd like to be putting in the graveyard. I guess I can just discard it with Liliana, which is fine. Let's hit this Bayou. Let's tick up Liliana. Get rid of the Phyrexian Devourer. Don't get any value for discarding it, but that's fine. Opponent has no cards in hand, and they're a long way from recasting Muldrotha. So whatever they draw, they gotta sacrifice, exile target card from a graveyard. Well, that's not great. There's a Void Winnower. And I forgot to Vamp Tutor. Hapless Researcher. Let's put that on the bottom. And I misplayed there too. So I'm just going to make them sacrifice. Target a player discards 2 cards at random. Yeah, I'm still figuring this out. Because I just got rid of my way to discard a card. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, they didn't hit the Phyrexian Devourer. Which is a combo piece. I mean, I have other combo pieces. So I think we're going to Vamp Tutor for the Phyrexian Dreadnought. And then play it for 1 mana, sacrifice it, and then use Lazav as a 12/12, and that's a 2-turn clock. And I can take anything out of their hands. If they keep it... If they draw removal, they draw removal. I can always... Okay. Alright, I got a game. I'm on the draw. A pretty awkward one-lander. I'm going to mulligan this. This is actually worse. We'll double mulligan. Alright. Zoom's not bad. I don't really want a Necrotic Ooze in my hand. Let's put that on the bottom. We are playing against Keranos. So a counterspell deck, but also a creature control deck. And we are not a creature deck. So some of their cards are going to be dead. I don't know if enough of them because we mulligan down to 5. I guess Lazav is a creature. And I might be looking to play Lazav at some point. Drawing a land isn't what I wanted. I don't know if Necrotic Ooze is any better. And I still would have drawn the land the next turn. So probably not. Alright, Fellwar Stone. Alright. Another reanimation spell. Let's see if we can, like, magically hit something with Lazav here. Surveil. Do we want that? I don't want that. I assume Lazav just eats a burn spell here. Commit. Okay. That's fine. Alright. Gotta hold up Mana Leak against the Keranos. Man, that's an awful draw here. I'm guessing they probably don't go for it just straight away. Oh, that's not great. It still doesn't play around Mana Leak. Alright, well, I gotta Mana Leak that too. They probably just have another counter spell. Alright, no, they're down to 2 cards. Alright, I do have Brainstorm in my deck. But I do also have this Misty Rainforest. And only about a 30% chance of drawing a land if I crack this. I do not want to draw another land. Jace the Mind Sculptor. I do want to draw a Jace the Mind Sculptor. Let's draw 3 cards. Buried Alive, Dark Ritual, Hymn to Torok. Let's protect. Let's just put which one do we want? We probably don't want Exhume. They shouldn't matter too much, but and then we'll protect the Buried Alive. Although they don't have discard, so I don't know what I'm protecting it from. Maybe I should have ticked up Jace, but I did draw the perfect set of spells. If they just go for Keranos, there's Keranos. I don't even need to protect it with a counterspell, I don't think. Let's still fetch that. Let's draw 3. Show and Tell. Wasteland. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Let's play around Days, I guess. By Dark Ritualing. Walking Ballista, Phyrexian Devour, and Necrotic Ooze. And then Dance of the Dead on Necrotic Ooze. And that wins. Unless they have some way to interact with it. So let's exile the top counter. I'm going to skip ahead of this. What's nice is that you can now save targets. See how that works. Oh, they have to yield to it. And then I can, yeah, just like that. That's pretty useful. Alright, they see it. Okay. Alright, I got another game. I am on the play. There's no way I mulligan this hand ever. It's fantastic. Where are you playing against? Playing against Saskia. That's preordained. Reflecting pool to the bottom. Buried alive, obviously, to the top. Personal tutor here. Chromox is... okay. So... let's play this. We're going to personal tutor for... reanimate. And I guess I don't even need the Jace. Oh, this is disgusting. Yeah, this is super disgusting. Because I can River of Tears, Chrome Mox, cast, Jace, black. Wait, this one taps for black too, right? Yeah, black. Okay. So let's not tap that for black. So it's Buried Alive, Walking Dead, Phyrexian Devourer, Necrotic Ooze. Reanimate, Necrotic Ooze, skipping ahead. Oh, never mind. I got another game. I am on the play. Underground River, Phyrexian Dreadnought, Imperial Seal. Yeah, those look pretty decent. Playing against Karn Silver Golem. That's interesting. So let's lead off with Inquisition. Just that one Silver Mirror. Everything else is... guess we can look at it here. No Brooch. Counter target non-creature spell. Discard your hand? What? Okay. And then an Endbringer and lands. There's a Sanctum. So they don't have a way to... I don't really want to take damage here more than I have to. So let's play Dark Confidant and hope we don't draw Jin Gataxia. Although that might not be the worst thing ever. Scroll Rack. Okay, so they've drawn that. We've seen the Shrine and we've seen the Sanctum. Island Misdirection. Alright, do we want to Imperial Seal for anything? I don't really want to use my Wasteland before we've got Jace online. Let's cast Lazav. And I'll take a Jace. That's actually pretty useful. Because then I can start discarding things. Oh, I've got this... I mean, I couldn't resist the urge to play a Dark Confidant, but I can just play this and then make this a 12/12, and I don't think they have anything that interacts with that. They are scroll racking, though, so there could be a few things. So maybe I should Wasteland. Maybe I should have Wastelanded in response to this. Because I don't really need a Jace here. I could just beat them in 2 turns with a Lazav that's a 12/12. Just because I didn't do it before doesn't mean I shouldn't do it now. Alright, even if they have interaction... no sacrifices. Lazav becomes a 12/12. Attack. Might as well ponder. Yeah, okay. That was a match, so I'm on the draw now. I've got this Mana Crypt here. They got a Mox Diamond. Blinkmoth Nexus, and then Rishadenport. Alright. And then we'll play a fetch land so they can't port us. Because I do have Flusterstorm and Swan Song. I might want to counter something. Alright, let's play this land. Do I want to just... You know, I'm not that worried about what they're doing right now. Alright, I'll tap it for blue. Oh, they're... Okay. They're Field of Ruin. I thought they're porting me. They Field of Ruined me. So that actually ups my mana. It's like my Misty should be able to get a dual land. But that was a Field of Ruin. And then Underground Sea. They got themselves a Waste. So let's play Lazav. Sure, I'll take a Duress. Although... Alright. I don't think they can do anything about that. And... You know... Colorless. There's a couple more expensive things they can do about that. But I'll have all these counter spells up by the time they get there. You can play Karn. Hedron Archive. Alright. They're almost a Ulamog. So let's Duress them and see what their hand has. Oh. Okay. Didn't expect that. And let's play that untapped. They do have an Eye of Ugin, but that doesn't get them 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That doesn't quite get them to Ulamog. Not this turn, at least. Alright, let's mana drain that. And that should be it. Alright, they're still sitting in there. Okay. I don't need lands. I also mana drained for like 1,000,005. Don't need that either. I just needed the hard counter. Alright. I got another match. I am on the play. I'm going to keep this hand. What am I playing against? I should have checked that first. Arcades. Alright. Basically keeping it on the back of Jace. Also, I have the combo in my hand. So that's not nothing. So hopefully I can draw into some lands. And I get 2 draws next turn. I can pretend if I get an island, a blue source, I can just Jace and then get 3 more draws, or 3 at least looks at 3 more cards. And let's go for heads again. 1 to flip. Doomfall, let's discard. Exhume, I guess. Didn't draw a land. I think I'm still in okay position. I don't think Arcades can really interact with what I'm trying to do here. They might have Swords to Plowshare. They've probably got a bunch of walls, and once they get Arcades out, they can start doing a bunch of damage. But Meddling Mage. Alright. Buried Alive? They could name Buried Alive. Lazav, okay. Not the route I'm going for. But interesting to see Arcades running Meddling Mage. They're going over a more interactive Arcades deck. That's kind of cool. Won the flip again. Flusterstorm, not exactly what I want to be seeing. Alright, let's get rid of Vamp Tutor, I guess. I don't know. It's a lot of draws to see a land. I can eventually flash back these things if I really need to. Alright, Terramorphic Expanse is good for me. Got a Gate Creeper Vine. Alright, it's a 0/2. Lets them get a gate. Or a basic land. I guess they don't need to be, it doesn't need to be a gate. Alright, and they didn't get in for 2 there. And heads again. Heads I won the flip. I've been very lucky. Let's look at their hand. I'm going to spend life for that. Counterspell. Wall of Tears. Panharmonicon. So I need to play around that counterspell. You gotta be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. This is insane. How have I not drawn any lands? It's like 6 draws to a land. I guess I forgot that it's only 34 lands in this deck. So we know... So there's a Plains. We know they have Counterspell. We know they have Panharmonicon. I might Flusterstorm a Panharmonicon. Just to stop anything nuts from going crazy. Because they can draw a lot of cards. Oh, I can't. Instant or sorcery. Alright, well, I'm not discarding Jace. We'll let that go. If I don't draw any lands, I'm dead no matter what. Alright, now this Jace is facing down a 2/2. If I ever get it on mine. Can we... We're winning the flip every turn at least. Come on. Alright, Chromox. So let's discard Spell Snare. I got a Chromox, a blue spell, in order to cast this Jace, or a black spell in order to... I want the Jace. Let's go Jace. Let's draw 3 cards. Some lands. Alright, a black land. Let's keep a blue card in our hand. Let's put Entomb and then Buried Alive. Let's tick up on that. So I forgot about that. So yeah, that's... Alright, and then we didn't play land, actually. So we can play our land for the turn. So they do have Counterspell, but we do have Force of Will. So we might want to hold it. Like, if they play Arcades, I don't really care. And then I do need another black mana in order to combo off in 1 turn. Alright, Elvish Mystic. So we know about that. They might be trying to keep their Counterspell up. Looks like that's what they're trying to do. They're probably a little worried. I just played a Jace. I finally hit my lands. Alright, let's heads. Heads I won the flip. There's my Buried Alive. Let's dig. Dark Ritual. That's good enough. So I definitely want Walking Ballista in my library. Let's put the Entomb back. That's Dark Ritual. Let's tap this so that we're not using all our black mana for this one spell. It's Buried Alive, Walking Ballista, Phyrexian Devourer, Necrotic Ooze, and then let's animate dead the Necrotic Ooze. And I'm going to skip ahead of this. I demonstrated the combo and they packed it in. I don't know why they didn't attempt to counterspell. Like, we know they have it in their hand. They've got it up. I did have Spell Pierce open even, but they should have at least tried. They actually F6 because my Dark Ritual resolved immediately, so they were F6'd. Got another game. I'm on the play. And Mana Confluence, Hapless Researcher. This is pretty awkward. Is it good enough? Let's try it. Let's find out. Playing against Obzedat. And no, I probably wouldn't keep this. Oh my god. Did they really just play a Leyline of the Void against me? What? I didn't know anybody ever played that. Like, that's so crazy good. Against everything in my hand right now. I guess I can play the 1/1. Alright, there's a land. That's pretty good. I might be able to cast my big things, but man, my hand looks pretty awful. Because these two spells don't do anything. Alright. And they have a blocker. Alright. I'm still going to get in. This doesn't have first strike, yeah. Let's see if they want to block. Alright. I don't know if I really want to Frantic Search. Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. I can discard these two cards. Let's Frantic Search. Let's discard these two. That's a 10 mana spell. Let's hold up Doomfall, I guess. Or not Doomfall, Counterspell. Against that, yes. Let's Counterspell that. Alright, let's take one. Not gonna pay mana here. Personal Tutor. What does that get? It gives me card disadvantage. But let's do display, list view, and then type sorcery. Collect for charity, deeper life. Not a lot. Show and tell. Gives me show and tell. Let's see what else they got. Hopefully not like Oblivion Ring. A Ronom Unicorn. That's not very good. You could use it to destroy that Leyline of the Void if you want. Alright. Vamp Tutor might help. Force Spike's pretty good. Oh, alright, and they just pack it into the Jin Gataxias. Found a way to play around a Leyline of the Void. That was, because, yeah, showing the tell. Pretty cool. Got another game. I'm on the draw. I got the 1-2 punch of it Entomb Exhume. Playing against Wydwen, so I do need to worry about counter spells. Alright, they're bogging me on turn 1. You're going to wish you did that a turn later. Right, well, I can't be Jin Gitaxias. Let's go ahead and entomb. And probably Grizzlebrand is our guy. If they have removal, we can draw 7 right away. Draw 14 probably, I don't know. Draw a lot. Tidespout Tyrant's another option, but we don't have any. Yeah, let's just get Grizzlebrand. Alright, looks like they're leaving out with mana, so we're going to hymn to Torakum. Did draw Jace, but I still think I want to hymn them. Kind of forces him to play a counterspell. Alright, just hit 2 lands. That might be good. That might not quite be what I wanted. I got a Dance of the Dead. So let's start off with the Exhume and see if they got a counterspell. Let's Exhume Grizzlebrand. No counterspell. Let's draw 7 right away. It's a decent 7. Let's go ahead and Swamp and Inquisition. Sower of Temptation. Son of a... Alright. Alright, let's see. We're not going to draw a bunch of cards right now. But let's discard these reanimation targets. And then Creepy Tar Pit. They clearly have land, or we know they have land and Sower, so they also have an Aqueduct to bring their Bajuka Bog back up. Alright, I'm not sure how deep I dig, trying to get either a Daze or a Force of Will. There's a Daze. Oh, I can't cast the Daze. I don't have any planes in play. Do I go down to 7? No. Alright. Do I go down to 7? Yeah, let's go down to 7. I got the Vamp Tutor. I can use it on my upkeep. There's Force of Will. Okay. We'll go ahead and Force of Will. Pitching. Careful Study. Alright, there we go. And then we'll go ahead and attack. Play an actual island this time. Let's play this. Let's play Mox Diamond. Discarding any tapped lands. No. Discard Catacombs. Let's play Show and Tell. Yeah, let's play Show and Tell. Put out a Tidespout Tyrant. I probably should have done that first. This should close out the game. I put out a Dimir Aqueduct, which I'm going to bounce. So let's Serum Visions. Bounce the Aqueduct. Whatever, doesn't really matter. Let's Duress. Bounce Command Tower. Just lands. And then let's Ponder. Bounce Urborg. And whatever, any order, shuffle. Maybe I should be paying more attention to what I'm doing there, but it doesn't matter that much. Alright. Should be good. Let's discard this. I'm probably not vamp tutoring. Get rid of that. And remand. And command tower. And Imperial Seal, I guess? I don't know. Yeah, okay. They can bog us, but, I mean, I've got a 7/7 and a 5/5 in play. They can bog us every turn for all I care. They're going to have to. Alright, so let's actually wasteland the bog. This is not very nice, by the way. I'm going for a flawless victory here. And then we'll play Jace. Bounce this land. And then attack. Alright, I'm back up to 19. They are still playing for some reason. Now they're not. So, flawless victory. Hooray! That was a match. This is a very keepable hand. I have Lazav Dreadnought with a misdirection to back it up. I could get bogged. I'll risk it on the Dreadnought. So I got turn 2 Lazav play the use the Mox Amber to get the Dreadnought. They're opting on my end step. Alright, looks like they're holding up some sort of mana. I think I still go for it. I can't play Daze. Lazav down. Vamp Tutor. Of course, I don't have any other creatures to misdirect if they have creature removal. But this doesn't actually cost me anything. The Dreadnought doesn't leave the graveyard. Like, you pretty much only ever want to just put it in your graveyard. So it's like, even if they bog it, like, it's whatever. My Surveil is Wasteland. I'm going to take the Wasteland. They probably actually Vampiric Tutored for a bog. They probably weren't expecting this Mox Amber. Alright, let's make it a 12/12. It is a 12/12. So if they went and got bog, I've already got a 12/12. Alright, it's a smallpox. Well, that's unfortunate. Alright, well... Alright. Discards a card, sacrifices a creature, then sacrifices a land. Suits me. Discard a card. I guess Daze is probably the worst. Well, no. Because I can't... Let's discard Misdirection. Sacrifice a creature. And I'm going to sacrifice the Swamp. And I'm 100% going to wasteland their Urborg. Oh, they have another land. Okay. Then I'm wastelanding that thing, I think. I don't know. It's a little less 100%. I do kind of need this mana, don't I? Mystical Tutor. What can that get me? It's instant or sorcery? Not sure. Do I play it? No, I kind of need land here. Sundering Titan. Alright. I don't have a way to discard it, though. Alright, opponent's missing a land drop too. So, we've got some interesting magic going on here. Let's go ahead and Thoughtseize them. They're mana draining me. I know I'm playing that card, because I kind of have to, but I hate that card. Like, it's... Like, you can play around counter spells, but playing around mana drain is an entirely different beast. Alright. They got a 3/3. I jumped a couple of turns. It's my opponent's turn, and they're Supreme Willing. I'm going to go ahead and mana drain that, mostly just because I want the mana. I did finally draw a land, draw a Misty Rainforest. Took a turn or two, so I got... This will be the second hit from Wydwen. Alright, I'm thinking I probably hit their land now. Let's hit their land. They haven't drawn land either. Alright, Entomb is interesting. I don't have a way to draw a card. Lazav at least turns on. Yeah. Let's put that in my graveyard. Let's make this a Dreadnought. Alright. That was a good surveil. They are Cruel Edicting, so I will daze it. I didn't even attack, so... Oh, this doesn't tap for mana anymore. Because this is colorless. Oh, that's unfortunate. So I could have upkeep Mystical Tutored, though. I probably should have. Alright, so let's attack here. Alright, my opponent is blocking with Wydwen. And let's just say go. So we still got them on a 2-turn clock. We've cut off their mana. We've dealt with one Cruel Edict already. And that's it. Okay. They have Toxic Deluge. That would almost kill them. Thoughtseize, Cast Down, but it's legendary. Disallow, Sower, and Syncopate. Okay, interesting. They were close, but yeah. If they take one hit, then they can't Toxic Deluge. They miss their land drop. But, I mean, they've smallpoxed themselves, and then I wastelanded them. So they could have had 4 lands, but... Alright, got another game. I'm on the draw. Hand looks pretty keepable. I got Entomb, but no way to reanimate. But I do have a Duress playing against Karador. So I don't know how good Duress really is, but... Alright, Sundering Titan. Let's just Duress him. Zendikar, Resurgent, and Murder. Let's get rid of Murder. Long way from Zendikar Resurgent. I wouldn't like them casting that, but long, long way. There's no ramp in there. Well, there's an Elvish Mystic, I guess. What is this thing? +1/+1 and Death Touch. Oh, Grim Flayer is very good. Alright, let's see. Show and Tell. Alright, well... that allows them to play a Zendikar Resurgent. So let's hold the Mox Amber so that we can bounce the Zendikar Resurgent. Don't want a Spell Pierce. No, let's not take a Spell Pierce. I don't have a reason to play the Mox Amber right now. I could Entomb or something like that, but it's just not. There's nothing specifically I want to Entomb. I guess I could Entomb the 12/12. That'd be kind of good. But I think hitting a Tidespout Tyrant's pretty good as well. Sundering Titan, not that great right now. Alright. Alright, I can then mount something else. Alright, so let's show and tell. Let's play Tidespout Tyrant. You can have your Zendikar Resurgent. Let's... Oh. This Mox Amber. Cast it. Let's return this. And then let's Vamp Tutor. Return this. I don't really care about the No Mercy. Surprised they played the new No Mercy instead of the Zendikar Resurgent. And let's get a Reanimate spell. Which one do we want? I guess just good old-fashioned Reanimate. It's going to cost us some life, but it's nice and cheap. I guess we can get Animate Dead. Oh, yeah. Animate Dead. There we go. Man, Tidespout Tyrant is good. Well, when you don't pay its 8 mana cost. It's very good. I got an Elvish Mystic, and that's all they have. So, what do we Entomb? Let's bounce that thing. I guess we go Gen Gatasius. Yeah, okay. So I think I got a pretty good feel of how this deck plays out. I felt a little bit bad doing that to people in the Just for Fun room. But how else, I've really looked this whole time. Not a single game is fired in the tournament practice room this whole time I've been playing. So, where else do you play test a deck? A deck like this, you have to try it out. I still made a couple mistakes. I could probably still play it and still make more mistakes. There's a lot of intricate interactions that go on in this deck. But I got a pretty good feel about it. It's got a lot of different things that it can do. Show and tell against the Graveyard Hate was pretty cool. And, there's other things. You do need to be careful if you're just going for a Tidespout Tyrant or a Gristlebrand because they might have removal. So those might be kind of matchup dependent versus maybe going for the full-on Necrotic Ooze combo as well. Obviously, the deck's quite good. There were quite a few turn 2 to 4 wins just because there's just a lot of redundancy in how you can do the same things over and over again. And there's a lot of games where turn 2 or 3, my opponent was pretty much out of the game as well. So, the Entomb and Exhume, that was pretty awesome. And this is a really fun deck. I'm going to try it out in a league, but I did have to play test it. Unfortunately, I can't really play test it against real decks without taking it to a league. So that's the problem. But I think this is a much better deck than I thought it would be. A lot of people were talking about just the Phyrexian Dreadnought and then the thing that turns it into an infect creature, but you just don't even need the infect. Phyrexian Dreadnought is a two-turn clock with Lazav, and then you're blue and black, so you've got all this card filtering, you've got counter spells to protect your combo. Just just go for straight the combos that we already know that work really well, which are just standard Reanimator, and then also the Necrotic Ooze, Phyrexian Devourer, Walking Ballistic combo is probably the strongest of all of them. But, sometimes can require more pieces than just ditching something and reanimating a Tidespout Tyrant or something like that. But very interesting deck. I had a lot of fun. Hope you did as well. So I will do a League, and that will be the video for tomorrow. So thank you for watching. Have a good night.